It's Wednesday, and joining us from San Francisco is Frank Holmes for this edition of the Kitco Gold Report. We're talking geopolitics, the IMF, and how illegal mining is overtaking cocaine trafficking in Colombia. Frank, good to have you back on the show.
It's great to be here. Just ended the Silver Summit, which was just a home run of many fund managers and great, I would call them entrepreneurs like Ross Beatty, who received an award for his contribution to the community, and it was an excellent event.
Well, good to hear, and we have a lot to talk about today, Frank, but first, let's check on the state of the gold market. What do you think here? How is the gold market looking to you on this shorter trading week?
Well, it's just, who knows? It's a flip coin, or jump ball, they say here, and especially with Golden State last night, setting a record for NBA. That's where the excitement is, in the Golden State, in our world of gold. But I think it's important is that this real interest rate scenario is causing a lot of short-term volatility for the price of gold. Thoughts are rates rise 25 basis points and gold is going to get clobbered. I don't think so. I think that the real rates are short-term. The Fed funds going to up 25 basis points becomes a non-event. The real number we're going to follow in 2016 and we're going to focus on is CPI. We're really going to focus because as soon as you have the nominal rate going to 25 basis points, they're going to start looking at, well, what is the real rate of that Fed funds rate? And investors are going to start seeing they're losing money on that end of the money, putting money there. And that's going to have gold rise. So everyone's selling into it.
All right, Frank, moving on to the International Monetary Fund, the yuan is expected to be included into the IMF's SDR basket next week. This would give it reserve currency status. Could this impact the U.S. dollar, Frank?
I think the short term, it's just lots of noise, but longer term, it will. This is not going to happen overnight. It's a very gradual process, like the Chinese buying gold. Chinese now are the gold price makers, not the takers. Shanghai, when you take a look at deliveries, every month is setting records of taking physical delivery from futures market. And the other part is what's interesting. If you look at the physical gold behind the futures market in New York, a speaker yesterday was commenting it's 250 contracts for every ounce of gold. So we have a real crowded trade in shorting gold. And with any type of a spike, it could actually go surge.
All right, Frank, let's talk Colombia now. I know it's a country you visit often, and a story broke out that illegal gold mining has been happening in the country. That's probably not the news, but the news is that it brings in approximately $2.5 billion annually and has now surpassed cocaine trafficking, this according to the Colombian President Santos. What do you make of the news item, and are miners, especially in South America, taking the necessary steps to ensure the safety of their workers?
Santos has sadly lost control of rule of law. And their finance minister and are basically going out and taxing. You saw Kitco fighting back up $2 million taxes. They owe a lot of companies, Canadian companies, money that they paid. They're not paying them. It's just terrible what's going on, and it's basic rule of law. And the government is allowing these factions between FARC, which is organized, ELR, and then you have thugs in these gold area that have workers indentured. They basically have guns, force them to go into tunnels and to take gold out. And the government is losing so much tax revenue and royalties. So for me, the real major disappointment has been the leadership of going after these thugs that are hurting mine workers. And actually, they're putting mine workers at great risk. Mining companies are bringing the best of standards from North America, and these other companies come in with illegal workers and they destroy these mines. It's very high grade. It is of a magnitude of 10 to 20 times the average grade in Canada. And so this is a real serious issue for the government to demonstrate and clean up these mafia type thugs.
All right, Frank, let's wrap now with your touchdown pass. It's a shorter trading week with the U.S. Thanksgiving, so what's it going to be?
Turkey, lots of it, and there are so many fantastic football games. So that touchdown pass is just enjoy, in America in particular, enjoy it. For Canadians, it's going to be slow Thursday, Friday.
All right,
enjoy the games.
Nicely said, Frank. Thanks so much for your thoughts. And thanks for watching this edition of the Kitco Gold Report. We'll see you tomorrow.